Hi, I'm Flordelis Elbarangan. I'm going to report about the Chapter 14 of MBA 208 Entrepreneurial Management about e-commerce in action. E-commerce in action, online retailing and services, online content and media, social networks, auction and portals. Lastly, B2B e-commerce, supply chain management and collaborative e-commerce. So what is e-commerce? Many people define e-commerce as selling or purchasing a physical product online. But the meaning of e-commerce also encompasses the sale and purchase of the non-physical goods such as services and digital products. Essentially, it's when a business sells online. Third, the standard definition of e-commerce is a commercial transaction which is happen over the internet. Information powers the most fruitful e-commerce operations, which take advantage of best hunts, such as focus on mail showcasing, gathering of people division, and promoting computerization. For example, following up with client after they put an thing and the internet shopping cart but didn't total the exchange and altogether increment your probability of making the deal. E-commerce online stores, e-commerce websites such as Amazon, Shopify, Flipkart, OLX, eBay, and the top Philippine e-commerce are Shopee, Lazada, Zalora, Beauty MNL. Products from the Asia-Pacific markets with free trade agreements with the Philippines are sold on these platforms, and the top product categories include beauty, electronics, fashion, furniture, health and household care. English innovator Michael Aldrich was the primary to present electronic shopping, a handle afterward to be known as e-commerce. Aldrich Framework Associated adjusted residential TV to a real-time exchange preparing computer means of residential phone line. By doing so, closed data frameworks might be open and shared by the exterior parties, hence clearing the way for present-day e-commerce. From that point forward, noteworthy occasions have decided the e-commerce you see presently. To begin with the dispatch of Amazon in 1994, an e-commerce stage already to book deals. Jeff Bezos changed the location into one of the biggest online offering stages for all sorts of items. In reality, within the past year, Amazon expanded its benefits by 200%. PayPal made its appearance on the e-commerce organized a long time afterward as a cash exchange apparatus. When PayPal combined with Elon Musk, online managing an account company, it has started to rise in ubiquity as a token e-commerce acquiring stage. Google AdWords at the point was presented for e-commerce business to assist optimize online advertisements for individuals utilizing Google Look. At long last, online retailers began utilizing the instrument in pay-per-click setting. Advantages of e-commerce: ability to handle multiple purchases. Customer can thus purchase many items at once, and the company will be able to accurately execute each order. Second is automation minimizes human error. Automating company operating include customer service, accounting, inventory, management, and others known as business automation. By eliminating the need for human interaction in many regular processes, automation may help organizations save time and money. Third, more affordable and effective marketing. Promoting a seller's goods doesn't have to cost a lot of money. There are various quick and inexpensive ways to promote online in the realm of e-commerce. E-commerce marketplaces are visual platforms where vendors may effectively display their goods. For instance, Amazon merchants may add films, infographics, and high-resolution photographs using the advertising tools. Fourth is lower cost of store maintenance. Cost reduction is one of the main benefits of e-commerce for businesses that keeps sellers engaged in the online selling. Many vendors spend a lot on the upkeep for their physical business. They could have to make more upfront payments for things like rent, maintenance, shop design, merchandise, etc. In many circumstances, merchants don't get the required earnings and ROI even after spending in the services, stock, maintenance, and labor. Fifth is you can retarget the customers. With e-commerce, companies can keep track of where their visitors have looked at their site and then target them in emails and adverts for similar products after they leave. 6. Retail with no geographical or time limits. E-commerce sites never shut down because they are made to cater customers for every corner of the world, operating in different time zones, so even if you are not physically available or don't have 24-hour customer support, your sales aren't restricted. You can automate your site to enable your customers to avail of your products and services at any time of the day. E-commerce is a business model that isn't constrained by the few geographical locations. Seventh is personalize the shopping experience. Customers might purchase their convenience from the comfort of their homes rather than finding the wrong at the real store. Additionally, you have access to considerably greater variety of goods through e-commerce than you would in a real store. This is because internet retailers aren't constrained by the same things that physical stores are. They don't have to stress about having the proper product in stock or having enough shelf space. They are able to provide a far greater variety of goods. 8 is detailed product information. You can discover all the information you want about a product, including its specifications and weight, as well as the user's review and ratings with a few mouse clicks. Disadvantages of e-commerce: compulsory registration to complete an order. A consumer often needs a registration on the website. The issue here is that a lot of folks don't want to register. It seems that some customers are hesitant to provide their name, email address, and other personal information to an online business given the rising frequency of hacker assaults. Additionally, some people rush through the purchasing procedures and don't have time for the somewhat drawn-out registration process. Number 2. Complex taxation guidelines. Consider a website that sells to customers in many countries. In such situation, they will have to abide the laws of their own nation or states as well as the residences of their customers. This may be making accounting, taxation, and compliance very complicated. Number 3. Some items are hard to purchase online. It is impossible to deny that almost any product may be offered online. However, there are certain limitations to the capabilities of e-commerce business, including things that are difficult to pick wisely or guarantee will fit you. Fourth is waiting for the product to be delivered. Customers and business owners both struggle with shipping. When you decide to run an online business, you must plan the delivery logistics, choose the carriers, guarantee that the items will be delivered precisely and on time, and deal with the variety of delays and issues. Number 5. Uncertainty about the product quality. Customers still not feel and touch a product regardless of how well a film is produced. Not to add, it's never simple to convey a brand experience through the two-dimensionality of any screen, which frequently includes the senses of touch, taste, smell, and sound. 6 is technical difficulties. Although it should go without saying, clients definitely require internet connectivity in order to make purchases from any company. There is a potential businesses are ignoring customers with poor internet connection because many e-commerce platforms offer the features and functionality that demand a high-speed internet connection for an excellent customer service. Seventh is security issues. Business operations have been transformed by the internet, which has led to an increase in e-commerce transactions. E-commerce companies may also be vulnerable to criminal activity like credit card fraud or identity theft, which can cost them money and clients. Number 8. Higher cost of portals. The e-commerce platform has very high startup expenses. The installation of the gear and software, the expense of staff training, and ongoing maintenance and upkeep are all fairly pricey. Online retail, the selling of merchandise in small quantities to the general public over the internet. First, we look at the catalog, then we select the products to order. Then we added it to the cart, then make the payments of the order. Then the order was processed and picked up by the shipping team or the logistics, then be delivered or distributed to the customers. Then the customer will return the feedback to the company. What is online retailing? E-retail, also known as e-tail, internet retail, or online retail, stands for electronic retail, a process that allows the customer to search, select, and purchase the product, services, and information remotely over the internet. A retailer sells goods online. The sales of goods services over the internet is known as the online retailing. business to business, B2B, and business to consumer, B2C, sales of items and services are example of e-tailing. Type of electronic commerce whereby consumers buy goods or services directly from the seller through the internet using a web browser. What is the role of online retailing? Infrastructure costs are lower with the electronic retailing versus operating brick-and-mortar stores. Companies can move products faster and reach a larger customer base online than with a traditional physical location. Retailing also allows companies to close unprofitable stores and maintain the profitable ones. What is the online retailing with appropriate example? Pure play e-retailers are types of business that only offer e-tailing and do not operate any sort of physical stores that customers can move into. Examples of pure play e-retailers are businesses such as Amazon, AliExpress, Alibaba, and dropshipping businesses. What is e-commerce and social media? Social commerce is a subset of the electronic commerce that involves social media and online media and supports social interaction, whereas e-commerce means buying and selling goods, products, or services over the internet. This is the difference between e-commerce and social commerce. Big Swiss brands can use social media for e-commerce. Number one is build brand awareness. Second is advertise. Third is sell products directly on social media. Fourth, increase sales with an e-commerce chatbot. 5. Customer support. 6. Social listening. Social networks, auctions, and portals. Social networks involve a group of people, shared social interaction, common ties among members, people who share an area for some period of time. Social networks can be places where people just hang out, share space, and communicate. Online social network. Area online where people who share common ties can interact with one another. Portals and social networks. Moving closer together as portals that add social networking features. Examples are MySpace, Friendsters, Flickr, Facebook social networks, and online communities. Types of social networks and their business models. Business models. General communities offer members opportunities to interact with the general audience organized into general topics, like MySpace and Facebook. Second is practice networks. Offer members focused discussion groups, help and knowledge related to their area of shared practice, like Linux organization, Just Plain Fox, musicians community, and LinkedIn, the business community. The third is the interest-based social networks. Offer members-focused discussion-based social networks. Examples are eDemocracy.org and SocialPix stock market site. Auctions. Markets and the prices are variable and based on the competition among participants who are buying or selling products and services. Online auction sites among the most popular consumer-to-consumer sites on the internet. eBay, market leader with 222 million users, 86 million active users in the US, and 12 million items listed each day. $6 billion net revenues in 2006, 30% growth from 2005. Several hundred different auction sites in the US. Established portals and online retail sites from Yahoo, MSN to JCPenney and Sam's Club. Increasingly are adding auctions to their site. B2B e-commerce, supply chain management, and collaborative commerce. Business to business, B2B. B2B retailers sell to other companies. B2B commerce refers when a company purchases goods or services online from another enterprise. Examples: a restaurant buying an ice machine or law firm purchasing accounting software. Business software like customer relationship management, CRM platforms, and payment processing companies are considered to be B2B too. B2B online sales tend to be more complicated than other forms of e-commerce because they rely on the large catalogs of complex products to sell. Second is a wholesaler who sells their products in bulk from their manufacturing facility to businesses. These companies in turn sell these goods to consumers. Conventional FMCG value chain to retailers. The FMCG producers such as Unilever, P&G, and Nestle. Then the distributors, national, regional, and local distributors and sub-distributors. Then to the wholesalers, outlets that aggregate from various distribution and sell to the wholesalers or independent retailers. Then semi-wholesalers, outlets that sell both smaller independent retailers and end customers. Then to the GT retailers, independent smaller, footprint traditional retailers like mom and pop, and added to the cart the into retailers, chain hypermarkets, supermarkets, and convenience stores. Often employed centralized procurement, in-house distribution to its outlet. Supply chain management in e-commerce focuses on the procurement of raw material, manufacturing, and distribution of the right product at the right time. It includes managing supply and demand, warehousing, inventory tracking, order management, distribution, and delivery to the customer. Supply chain management characters are the manufacturer, retailer, logistics supplier, distributor, and resellers. Then, the customer. The key services are environmental protection, information security, product safety and quality, social responsibility, supply chain security, and other relevant services. Collaborative commerce is a business-to-business transaction involving a trading community or a segment of an industry. To allow collaboration between the business parties, the buyers and sellers use compatible software tools in their distribution and supply chain. Collaborative commerce, like the needs, engagement, and outcome. The enterprise systems, engineering systems, and website data are collaborating. Enterprise system produces ERP, SCM, and KM. All the engineering systems produces CAD drawings, blueprints, and bills of material. Then the website data produces product, process, and serving logs. Then goes to the data repository and data warehouse. Then it goes to the analysis stage. The BIDSS workflow and intelligence systems goes to displays of visualization and portals which is distributed to the suppliers, components, designers, and government, and the others is the customer. Then interaction of the both parties. That goes to the manufacturers, assemblers, retailers, engineers, marketers, HRMs, and finance. The process is the product service design, then collaborate with the business partners, suppliers, customers, distributors, demand visibility and forecasting, supply chain visibility and planning, and strategy, decision making, and back to the product service and design. Then the cycle repeats itself. That ends my report. Again, this is Flor de Liz Barangay, your reporter for today's video. Thank you.